Sympathizers continue to sign the book of condolence for the late Harry SAWYERR. My colleague Koko Timing visited his Labone residence and joins us with the detail.
Well, so a very good afternoon and thanks for joining us on a Midday Live. It's a solemn moment here in the house of the late Harry SAWYERR. For viewers who are watching us this afternoon, I'll give you a quick look at the late Harry SAWYERR, the great things he did for Mother Ghana, what he stood for. For most of you out there, you would remember this great politician for his role he played as a Minister of Education under the Rawlings administration. Well, he's also a chartered surveyor. And of course, back in the days, most of you would remember that he was decorated by the late Prof. John Evans Atta-Mills. Today, he's passed on. We are in his house. We've pitched camp here. There are several important personalities who are also here. If I would run you by a few of them, we have the members of parliament for the Greater Accra region currently here to sign the book of condolence. Like you can see, if the camera would move around a little bit, you can see that they are all signing in at this point. We've had some members of the Council of Elders also coming in. I see great faces, great politicians in the past who are all here. In just about a short while, I would let us interact with some of them. At this moment, the family is mourning. No dates have been given yet, but in just about a short while, when they are done with all arrangements, I'm sure they would communicate back to the public. I would move off from the grounds where we would get the opportunity to speak to some members of parliament so that the events would go on shortly. That's after they've signed their condolence. But for those of you who just joined us live on television, we've pitched camp at the house of the late Harry SAWYERR. Well, we have some politicians, some citizens. Take your time of this schedule to pay respect to this great politician.
Yes, as you said, he's a great politician and a illustrious son of Great Accra. We know the contribution he has made to Mother Ghana and the contribution he has made to the Ghana state. So we are here as members of parliament from Great Accra to come and wish the family well and all to commemorate our dear, or to celebrate our dear father for what he has done. You know, he was in the Lima administration and he was in the Rawlings administration, and he has given a lot of counsel to some of us young politicians. Whenever there's anything that we don't understand, we come to him and he talks to us. He doesn't care wherever you're coming from. He speaks to both sides of the divide. So currently we can see that we are here with all members of parliament from the Greater Accra, most members of parliament from Greater Accra, both NDC and MPP.
Now, that is the interesting part. For those of you who are watching us currently, it's not even from one divide of parliament, but we have equally people from the New Patriotic Party, and it goes to tell us of the unifier that he was. I'll try to speak to Titus Nikwate Glover. MP, can you share with us some of your fond memories of this great politician?
I recall when I was a young man, when Uncle Harry was the Minister for Transport during the Liman administration, with the Tata. In those days we have the Tata buses that have come into the country. And a week tomorrow I heard of his demise, and I was really down because it was an icon in the Ghana state, and the fact that he's gone, his position is irreplaceable. I mean, we cannot fill the vacuum that has been created.